Yes, sir. Welcome to Vibe with Your Boys podcast. It's Kyle the Kid and Mega the Boy. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Mega, how you living? How you feeling today, man?
Shit, man, vibing. I called off again today.
2 days in a row?
Yeah, I needed it.
I ain't gonna lie. Yesterday I had your back, man.
Nah,
But today,
I needed it, bro. I'm back locked in, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm back locked in. Tomorrow I'm back locked in.
once again, I let you slide.
Two
Because
jobs.
you got two jobs.
Two jobs. I got to do this.
You know what I'm saying? Overnight, come
working man.
morning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't do that shit again. I'm gonna start
No,
doing
we locked in. We back locked in.
If y'all haven't already noticed, we got a special guest with us, Santana. What's going on?
Yeah. What's good, family?
What's good? What's happening, man?
Shit.
How has your 2024 started off so far?
It's a good year. Like my personal life, I got a lot accomplished. I can't complain.
Why do I feel like we don't hear or see Santana as much as we should? Like, not even just music, but just like visually, like as far as before we like did this, the days leading up to this, I was like trying to like find Santana interviews and like try to find just multiple things, but it hasn't been that much. Why so quiet over the last few years?
I mean, and generally, I never was into showing my face like that. You know what I mean? Like, I go crazy on Instagram every once in a while. Like, when we was on tour, I was going on live every day, but that was probably the most anybody ever saw of me. Other than that, probably like the documentary, and yeah, I stay out the way. Got
you. Now, hearing you talk, and I'm not sure how many people immediately pick up on it, but you're Bahamian.
Yeah.
Bahamian as fuck. You got the accent. You can't hide the accent.
Yeah, from the Bahamas. I was born in Miami, but I grew up in the Bahamas.
So about what age?
Like I think as soon as like 2 weeks, I went back to the Bahamas, and I moved back over here when I was 18.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Accent different life.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah.
So, 18, you came back over here.
Yeah.
But you was visiting all throughout the childhood, or?
Nah, I probably.
Just 18 years in straight Bahamas, just.
No, I lied. I was 8 to like 9. From 7 to 9, I stayed in Miami because my mom moved over here. She was going to college. But my grandma, she got sick, so we had to go back to the Bahamas after like 2 years.
Okay.
But I always made it a goal of mine, like, I'm going to grow up, move to Miami, I'm going to be a rapper. I manifested that from I was a kid.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. From I left, I didn't want to leave. I remember when we had to pack up and leave Miami, I didn't want to leave. So my whole thing was I'm coming back to Miami. I'm in Broward, but I'm still in South Florida. That's where I wanted to be my whole life.
So when you touched down Miami, that's basically been home majority of the time you've been here, or?
Nah, I lied and I told my mom I got accepted into college. It's a crazy story. I met my dad like twice. I met him when I was 9. I met him when I was 17.
Wow, okay.
At my granddad's funeral. Because I never met him, but his parents, they used to see me every summer.
Check on you, yeah.
So when my granddad died, I went to his funeral, and that's where I met my dad at. And me and him, we started developing like a little relationship and talking and shit. But he gave me like 3 bands. He gave me like $3,000. A ticket over here from the Bahamas is 30 minutes away. That shit like 100. So I did a whole fake application type shit. Lied, told my mom I got accepted into college and took a flight. Came over here.
She was happy. My baby going to college.
Yeah. The thing about it is, though, I actually went to Florida Memorial. I went to that admissions office, met this lady, told her my story. Deadass just told her, like, I'm here. By the end of the day, because I have American citizenship, I was born here. So by the end of the day, she hooked me up with like a Pell Grant, some loan, and like a fake ass scholarship. Yeah. I didn't even have my transcript with me from high school. She just took my word. I had my ID, and that was it. So literally, I came over here off of fake. By the end of that day, I was in college or the dorm room and all.
So before you actually got into college, you told your mom you got accepted into college.
Yeah.
Then you got here and you lied to the person in college to get into college.
And I got in.
You a real nigga.
Sound like a real nigga story if I ever heard one.
Hell yeah. I got into Florida Memorial University. Like it was Florida Memorial University at that point. Freshman year. Yeah. I was there with Lajon Slim. I was there with Ronnie J.
Okay.
DJ Trap House.
Okay.
Like I was like a lot of people was there my freshman year. I never went to class. You feel me? I had like $500 left because I had to pay fees to get into the dorm. So I bought an interface, I bought a mic, I set up shop in my dorm room, and then I started charging niggas as an engineer. So I was recording Lajon, I was recording.
Okay.
So you learned the engineering in college?
No.
Prior.
YouTube University, bro.
YouTube, okay.
Yeah.
In the Bahamas, YouTube University.
Yeah, that's how I learned everything from making beats to everything. YouTube from way back when.
Do people know you more nowadays for you being like a artist or a producer?
I'd like to say as a producer.
Producer, okay.
Yeah, like a producer and then a friend of XXX, you know, because he's a legendary figure, so it ain't no way out of that. Yeah. So that's really what it is. Like as an artist, people know the music that I have with him for the most part, but people mostly recognize me for "To Bass Be the Glory."
Yeah, that tag.
Yeah,
for sure.
But I always wanted to be a producer. Like I'm a producer first, though. I'm an artist second. Yeah.
Okay, and now, where does the timeline end up with you meeting X? What is that?
Shit, probably like. My son was like 1, so probably like my fifth year here, fourth or fifth year.
Okay. So you got here 18. About 4 years later, you had a son.
No, I got here 18. I had my son at 20. So my son was like 1 or 2 when I joined members only. So probably like 4 years later. Yeah.
All right, and now of course, if you're watching this, you know bass members only. But what was it that got you into members only? Of course, you wanted to do music. You was engineering in college and things like that. But what led you to actually getting into members only?
Well, because I wasn't going to class, I eventually got, and some other shit. I got kicked off of campus. I got kicked out of the whole situation. So then I had my son. I had to get a job. So I was really like, because I was always making music, but at that point in my life, I was ready to stop. Like I wasn't really trying. I was trying to focus on family and whatever. And I have a homeboy, Kilo Jr. He a part of members only too, and he kept on inviting me over. Like, I got I'm a part of this group, members only. Woo. And I don't know. I was telling him no for most of the time, probably like a couple months. Like for a couple months, I wasn't really trying to fuck with it. But I think it was one day I got in probably an argument with my girlfriend or something. I was just trying to leave the house, so I told him I was going to pull up on him, and that's when I met everybody.
What was that, about 2016?
Yeah.
2016. Okay. Now, what was your impression on the group when you first put up and met everybody? Like, what was?
Honestly, I just felt like it was refreshing because they was doing all of the things that, as a group, they was doing all of the things that I wanted to see in a group. I was a part of a group before, and I felt like everybody was trying to be the lead.
Okay.
When I walked into members only, they had a clear-cut 2 leaders. These are the people that we all focused on. And I knew that formula worked. It doesn't work any other way. That's the way it worked. Everybody got to give their attention to, so I like the way that they used to promote. They used to create a bunch of Twitter accounts to promote their music and those shows. And like, if it was like 40 niggas in the group, so out of them 40 niggas, if 40 niggas know 3 people, goddamn 40 times 3, so the show's got like 100 pack. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And the 2 leaders was X and Ski.
Yeah. Okay. So it was kind of like the way they organized it, you know what I mean? We go to the show as a group, as a collective. You feel me? Politics important, so you don't smell your ass, you don't get too into yourself, so you turn up for the other artists that's performing, and that encourage them to stay to the show after they set. And then they'll turn up for you. So now you got all your homeboys mixed in with all these other people, and they used to direct it. You feel me? Like, Ja used to come in that bitch like, hey, crowd, turn up. All right, bet. Now we going on stage. All right, now some of y'all boys go in the crowd, turn them boys up. It was just it was organized. So that attracted me to the group, and I wanted to be.
How did that come about? Like, who made that happen? Like, how did everybody know, okay, these are 2 guys, and everybody else we're going to make sure?
I mean, they started the group. It was really John and Ski. They started everything, and then they started recruiting people. You feel me?
So everything was members only because, like, growing up and like seeing like the rise of everything, it was like very rare members only. But everything was members only, or
nah. Ski started off with Very Rare first. I'm pretty sure of that, but Very Rare and members only, 2 separate entities. They just shared a lot of the same members.
Okay.
Some niggas was members only. I had a little clique with it and called 1990X. So some niggas was members only 1990X, and some niggas was members only Very Rare. Some niggas was just strictly members only. Some niggas was just strictly Very Rare. Some niggas was just strictly 1990X.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Now, I went to Piper, so I remember seeing this kid like I don't know, it must have been like 10th grade, 11th grade year. He just got a chest tattoo. It's cold. And he walking around showing his chest tattoo in school, and I'm like, it's cold as fuck out there. But like
50 degrees cold.
Like, what's going on? Like, we Florida kids, so when it's cold to us.
Yeah.
And I didn't know him though, but that was my first impression of Ja X.
Yeah.
That's the person I seen, and then like years later, in 2016, 2017, I see what was going on. I'm like, oh snap, that's so and so. What was your first impression? I know you said like you went over there and you seen everybody, but what was your first impression of X?
At Kilo House, it was really just Ski over there. I didn't meet X until later on.
Okay.
My first impression of bro was this little nigga crazy. Cause for that time, now is normal, but for 2015, 2016, a kid with face tattoos was rare. That wasn't really something you saw everywhere you look. So I was like, my first question was, where this nigga parents at? Like, like, why the fuck he got all this freedom? That was my first. And then I met him. You feel me? And bro was he was wise. He taught me shit. You feel me? He was wise. So, yeah, that's kind of like my first impression. And when I met him was like, bro, wise beyond his years. But when I was just, you feel me, in the house and they talking about bro and they showed me bro picture, I was like, this nigga crazy. The fuck, keep bro away from me. Nah, but he cool people. So you ended up being cool peoples.
Now, of course, you said that you guys all came together to kind of turn up X and Ski as far as like realizing like these are the two right now.
Yeah.
Was there like any resistance among people? Because that's a selfless thing to do, like to like say like.
Not at all. It was no resistance because nobody really cared about rapping that much at that time. You feel me? At the end of the day, they was the main niggas that cared about it the most.
Got you.
Like I was making, at that point, I had to take care of my son. So I was just focused on making money. And you feel me? That's another reason why I fuck with members only, because I met members only and shit, I was able to quit my job because we just knew so much people. So it was just endless opportunities to make bread. You feel me?
Sure.
So I was really more focused on making bread, making beats, and engineering. I wasn't really too much caring about rapping like that. So nobody really wanted that. In the beginning, I could say for sure, like nobody, especially the local, like the Broward section of members only, because members only ended up expanding to like different niggas from different places.
Yeah.
But I'd say like the Broward section of members only, niggas was not really worried about rapping like that back in the day.
Got you.
No.
Now,
because that was still early on. Like right now, there's a Broward music scene.
Yeah.
Before that, it was just really just Kodak.
Yeah.
So everybody was, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Niggas wasn't really rapping like that.
now, on the rise of everything that was going on, of course, before X went to jail, you guys were already moving.
Yeah.
So before he went to jail and you guys are doing what you guys are doing, in your head, are you thinking like, yo, this is about to get crazy? Like, this is about to get colossal?
No, because at that point, it was just Kodak. But for our scene, because it's two sides of Broward, so for our scene, we was kind of watching Denzel Curry.
Denzel Curry,
and Raider Clan. So when I joined members only, the biggest I thought it would get would be like Raider Clan. Okay. I didn't think that X would be like.
And then you had like a lot of underground Puya and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, like so our whole thing was just fitting into the underground scene in South Florida. Nobody really thought it would be global like the way it ended up being.
Got you.
I don't even think he thought. Well, him, yeah, he definitely did, because he used to say shit like, "I got us." Like he used to. So I'm pretty sure he believed it. But for the rest of us, fam, I just saw like Denzel Curry and I was like, that's the, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like we wasn't really focused on other niggas outside of like, our scene.
Now, of course, like Look at Me blew up while he was in jail. So it started going up.
That shit was been going up.
Yeah,
it just went extra up. Yeah.
And then it seemed like, though, like you said, you mentioned members only Broward, but it seemed like it took a little time for Broward to fully accept you guys as far as the music, because it was different.
Two sides.
It was different, like you said.
It's two sides. So like, yeah, we had the suburb kids, definitely had them, but it took a while for like the whole. Yeah.
Because I remember when I first started like seeing more of him, and they were like Broward County rapper, and like the comments and the quotes were like Broward County rapper, like we don't know this nigga, like like what's going on?
No,
and
we had our little on scene. We had our little house parties. We used to have a bunch of. I feel like the respect from the other side of Broward really came from like the fights. When nigga, because we used to have a lot of fights. He used to have a lot of fights recorded on camera, but in general, we used to have we used to fight a lot. And that was that's kind of what we was known for.
I could be wrong, but I feel like outside of music, where Broward fully started embracing like X, is that photo he took in Deep Side, where it was like, they were saying that like I'm actually like from here, like introducing like, oh snap, he's in the hood, like
that part, so, definitely, because I don't know, you know how this world is down here.
Yeah, it's like people gotta see it, like,
and then he used to shout out the hood a lot too.
Yeah,
like just talking regularly, just shouting out the hood. So I think,
he knew what he was doing. He was able to appeal to a different audience. You feel me? And then at the end of the day, your people gonna support you once they see you doing what what they know you capable of doing.
Now, from your perspective, once he got out of jail, just you going through everything that the group is going through, how fast did the transition come to things being one way to things just going through the roof?
Shit, right away. Like, immediately. When he got out of jail, it was like, he didn't even come straight home. He did a radio interview, and then, you feel me?
With K Fox, right?
Huh?
That was a K Fox one?
The one on the radio. I don't know which one. Okay. I don't even really be listening to the radio like that, but yeah, he just went straight, did the radio interview, then it, like, automatically you saw it. The thing is, though, he was always either on house arrest or restrained somewhere other than the tour, so he never really got to see, you feel me, what his work did. But yeah, it was almost immediate, though. That change was right there. You feel me? He got an apartment. Every nigga in members only that wasn't in Broward, he flew them down. A bunch of niggas in a 1-bedroom apartment, but niggas in goddamn Parkland. You feel me? Like a different part of Broward. Like, yeah.
At that point, are you really just thinking about like, damn, is my life about to change, or is it about just giving him support to try to get to where he's going?
My life was I was not thinking about my life was about to change. I was still doing my own thing.
Got you.
Because even at that point, to be real with you, when it come to rapping, bro, I didn't even like, after he died, that's when I'm not going to say that's when I took it seriously, because I was always taking rap seriously, but I never really thought of myself as like the type of person that could blow.
Be an artist.
As an artist.
Yeah.
As a producer, I got nothing but confidence in myself. But as an artist, I always had like a little pushback in my head, like, this really what you want, or could you really even do this? You feel me? So when it came to me, I didn't think my life was about to change at all. I understood what was happening for him. I was happy for him, but I was still focusing on getting money. So a lot of times he used to get upset because I wasn't trying to work, or I wasn't trying to stay at the crib, and you feel me? But I wasn't trying to have like take care of me. Like, I wasn't, because that was his whole thing. Like, nah, you could stop selling this and do this. You feel me? Just pull up to the crib, just stay at the house. We'll this and that. I'll pay this for you. I'll pay that for you. Like,
you still a grown man. Like,
I'm not about to have a nigga paying my child support, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not about to do that. So I was happy for what was happening for him. But so my whole thing was just showing support whenever I was needed. But for the most part, I tried to keep my business away from him too, because he was in a lot of legal trouble. So I didn't visit the house as much. When I did, though, it was a vibe. But I definitely didn't spend the night that much. You feel me? Yeah.
Now, being that you said that you you see yourself or saw yourself more as a producer, what would you say was your favorite song that you produced and the biggest song that you produced?
Shit, the biggest song that I produced is either Sauce or Curse.
Okay.
Yeah, and shit, my favorite song that I produced, like, for members only or just in general? Because for members only, my favorite production that I did is a song called Members Only Shit with Ichabod, Kenso. Like, that beat was like, I fuck with that beat. It was Rage. And I was trying to make Rage, so that was like the perfect Rage at that point. You feel me? But in general, like, shit, I got a lot. I made a beat for Byron Messiah. That shit was fire. But Other than that, mostly my shit. Cause I kind of hold all the good beats to myself.
You hold them for yourself.
Yeah.
You don't be like, man, let me just send them out and catch a wave like that.
Yeah, sometimes, but no, for the most part, I either hold them for myself or the artist that's around me. You feel me, that I fuck with. Yeah.
Now, during these like tours and you guys are going around the country and everything like that, what's one of like the craziest moments that you guys had, like that you was there to witness or been a part of?
Any moment where a bitch left her boyfriend at the show and hopped on the tour bus to come with us.
They were moving like that? What city that bitch was in, man?
What city? Cities,
so that situation
bro.
that happened with Kai Cenat, y'all seen that plenty of times. Y'all,
come on, fam. Niggas,
that's not new.
Niggas banging on the bus for real, like
to get their bitch.
Yes. She and that bitch like, no. And we leaving the same night, so bitch, you got to deal with that.
No sympathy.
None. I'm telling you, and that shit happening to us too. Like, you got to think about it. Like, X is like the superstar.
Yeah.
Bitches is willing to leave they niggas for the homeboys. It's crazy. Like, y'all niggas, like, think about it.
And y'all just standing there smiling. Y'all just like,
y'all willing to leave y'all nigga for the nobodies of the group. Just to be around.
Just
like,
to be around, yeah.
It's crazy when you really think about it. Like, your boyfriend probably make more money than me, bitch. Like,
and just to
he's
be
definitely a better person than I am.
Yeah, definitely better.
Like, come on, fam. Like, yeah, but that's you can't feel like that shit made me numb, completely numb.
You can't look at women the same.
I mean, I hate to say it like that, but because I'll always have love and appreciation and respect for women, but at the end of the day, trust is an issue for me when it comes to that, because I know for a fact that there will always be a nigga. See, the difference is, right?
Damn.
In regular life, most niggas, bro, your bitch is not going to meet that nigga that could do it. You feel me? But in my circle, in my life, bitch, you might just walk into your celebrity crush fucking with me. The fuck like, come on. That's how it is. I know it sounds insecure, and it probably is, but that's just the way it is, bro, because I've seen it play out so many times. You feel me? A bitch might walk into the celebrity crush, not get his attention, see the homeboy, and be like, the homeboy is definitely on the hunt every time. Like, let me get your
and
number.
This isn't speculation. You lived through it, so
yes,
you can actually.
I've seen it happen, bro. Yeah. It don't matter. She know that she won't see you again. If she could get away with it, nobody will ever know. I had a nigga in my DMs for 3 years, bro.
3 years is crazy.
3 years asking.
You want a closure?
Nigga sent me a picture. Nigga sent me a picture of his bitch taking a shot of Patron back, like in the tour bus with us. She was in the tour bus with us, and like I poured the Patron in her mouth. And
that's at least 3 bodies.
He sent it to me in the DMs, and he was like, "Bro, be real. Did you fuck my bitch?" I didn't answer, bro, for 3 years, bro.
Did you?
At the end, yes, of course.
Right,
so
you got your answer, bro.
So you finally answered him after 3 years.
Yeah. If you watching, yeah, she got fucked. No, but I can't lie though. After a while, I got it. I hit him back and I was like, bro, if you really gotta ask this question for this long, bro, you shouldn't be with the bitch.
He was still with her after 3 years.
He was asking.
Okay,
it was 3 years later. He was still asking in my DMs, like just a string of messages. I seen it all. Like, yeah.
Now, of course. Now, were you around for like or there, I should say, not around, when like the Rob Stone incident happened?
Everybody already know about that. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
During that time, X started getting into like, I guess you could say like hip hop beefs.
Yeah.
Were you in your head being like, nigga, we G unit? Like every time we turn around, it's a new beef. Like what was that feeling? Because it's like you gotta be like, nah, this is what our reality right now. We gotta watch who's around, who's coming. Like, was that the feeling or what? Like,
I felt like he was a genius, and I was all for the bullshit because I knew exactly why he was doing everything.
That was strategic.
Yeah,
I always felt like that was strategic. I'm like, it was so weird.
Look, let me tell you something. From Drake all the way down, he never had no personal beef with nobody. Like personally, he never felt no type of way about nobody.
That makes sense.
You feel me? He'd say what he say and then walk around the house bumping the nigga music. Like, he really didn't care. He just wanted what he wanted, and he knew how to get it. And he understood that it was obvious from his inception that the industry wasn't going to accept him. It was obvious. So it was kind of like okay, you're not going to love me, then you're going to hate me, but you're going to feel something. And that's just what he did. He went a little bit too far. You feel me? But It was what it was for the time that it was, and I was all with the bullshit. I didn't give a fuck.
Gotcha. So you, as somebody who was a friend and in members only, you're not looking at some of the artists he had beef with, like, man, still fuck them niggas. Like, it's just like,
I am cautious. I'm very cautious
okay.
because I understand how everything worked.
Okay.
You feel me? But no, I don't have no. You feel me?
Gotcha.
Unless somebody disrespect them, and nobody's really done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, once he passed and things started to trickle down, I remember thinking that, like, this is like members only's time to like really carry on the legacy, because the trajectory of where he was going,
Yeah.
it was, I don't know, the biggest thing in music. Like, so what was your perspective of why things didn't play out like that for members only in general, as to why things didn't continue to go upward once he passed?
There's a lot of reasons, but I can start off with this. Tupac is one of the biggest artists ever.
Outlaws.
What about the Outlaws?
Outlaws.
Nobody really like cared about the Outlaws like that, unless you was like
But-
a diehard Outlaws fan.
The Outlaws didn't have somebody like Ski Mask.
Yeah, that's true too. But you got to understand too, Ski was always his own artist. You feel me? I can't speak for another man, but I can't say like he always felt comfortable being known as X's friend. Because at the end of the day, while X was locked up in jail, Ski was already selling out shows around the country. You feel me? It's a lot of people in members only. Like the rest of us, that's why I like to say like the Broward version of us, and this is another reason why the group didn't work out. Like the friends like us, we didn't expect none of that shit. So anything that happened to us, it was like, yeah. But Jose was also like he put puzzle pieces together. So what he would do is he'd bring in another artist that was already kind of known in the underground scene, right? He'd make them a part of members only too.
Okay.
You feel me? Those artists, I feel like their careers got affected negatively by it, because you was already on it. See, the rest of us, we didn't have a I didn't have a trajectory as an artist.
Okay.
Other niggas that came into the group, y'all was already on the way up. And then you aligned yourself with the greatest artists of our generation. Now, as great as you could have been by yourself, now you just forever X's friend.
At that point, you would need to put in a lot of work ethic to be able to kind of grab on what he was giving you. If you're just continuously trying to, oh, I had the affiliation, it's not going to really carry you.
It's not going to carry. And even not having the affiliation, it's just no way to escape it. Everybody knows, bro. It's just no way to escape it. Especially if you have like if you're known. You feel me? A lot of people, that's kind of why like a lot of people don't know what I look like. You feel me? For a lot of like if you see me, it'll be a face reveal for a lot of people. So that's like a negative thing because I'm a rapper, but that's also a positive thing for me in a way too. Like if everybody just seen you in pictures with X all the time, there's no way that you could ever escape it. And I feel like that was an issue with a lot of niggas in the group, as far as like after he passed, his shoes is impossible to fill.
Impossible, yeah.
So now you feel this pressure to fill his shoes, and you want the rest of us to give you the same support that we gave to him. But we trusted him for a reason. He created everything that we have, so we're not going to just fall in line with you like that, especially because of the fact that a lot of y'all wasn't like starving with the rest of us. Like we came up together. But like I said, the Broward friends was members only. Like we was different cliques of people. You feel me? So some of us came up really like went through some shit together, whereas others like y'all was just X's friends. Like y'all had your personal relationship with him. Y'all went through shit with him, but y'all didn't go through shit with the rest of us. So we tried to make that shit work together after he died, but it was impossible without him. Because the ones that have respect and love for each other, we'll always have that respect and love for each other. But the ones that like, if I only have respect and love for you because I met you through him, it's not going to last, especially if I only known you for a year before he died.
And we didn't build that relationship.
Yeah. Like 90% of members only, we only spoke to each other in Twitter chats. We didn't meet each other until he got out of jail the second time and started flying niggas out or bringing niggas around.
Got you.
So it was kind of like, it was not supposed to happen that way, point blank.
But besides that part, is there anybody that the group try to counterpose to put as the next person to lead the charge?
Yeah, I don't think it was like the group. I think the fans chose.
Okay.
And it was really like Trunks and Trunks and Craig. You feel me?
Okay.
Those were the ones
Okay.
that we after.
All right.
You feel me? They were the ones that we were kind of following behind. But then it was like a public situation where I can't speak for Craig. Like I had my conversation with Craig since that big ass incident, and we spoke on it.
Talking about like the argument you guys had.
Yeah, and you feel me? Everything's forgiven. He said that he had people in his ears that was telling him the wrong thing, and that's this industry too. Like I think it's important for artists to understand that the way the industry works right now, they're not going to build you. They're going to wait for you to build yourself,
And take it down.
and then they're going to come in and they're going to swoop in, and then they're going to see what they could get from it. And when it comes to a group, it's like scavenging, like you trying to see who's the next one. So if I could separate you from the rest of them, you feel me? If I could separate you from the rest of them and make you feel a certain way, I can make you feel better than them. So they did shit like they put all of us on one tour, which I didn't mind at all, because shit, I love being with my brothers, but you just got to understand the mind games behind it. Like they'd put all of us on one tour bus, and then they bought Craig his own tour bus. You feel me?
Divide and conquer type of thing.
Yeah, so it was kind of got to a point where they was in airs, and it wasn't the way that we designed it. It wasn't the way that we came up. We wasn't trying to do certain stunts that his team was suggesting and shit like that, and that's really where the arguments came from. You feel me? It was a situation where he was just listening to his team, and you got to understand these crackers in the industry, they know how to get attention. And they know they're going to tell you to do certain things for you to get that attention. And it's up to you to say whether you want to do it or not.
Was that the Members Only versus the World Tour?
Yeah, that happened. All of that happened around the Members Only versus the World Tour.
Now, after X passed and you touched on some stuff for Members Only, there was, would you say like a lot of group dysfunction? Like, yeah, like a lot.
But the thing about it is our group was always dysfunctional.
Yeah, but you know,
Members Only was all like from its inception. We was dysfunctional. It's just like I said, Josh kept that motherfucker together.
Yeah,
bro.
together. He was the glue.
Yeah.
But did you see the Tank and Ratchet Roach Vlad TV interview?
Yeah, I seen it.
You seen it? What do you think about that interview?
All I know is, bro, that interview was the reason why I had to drop the video that I dropped. I don't know if y'all saw the video of him, you feel me, talking to the police, but
Okay, so pause.
Hold on.
Members Only and X fans are the most informed people in the world.
yeah.
That's number one. I was going through the comments and I seen there was like, oh, why he not talking about a video of him talking to the police and saying that I guess you guys got into a situation, you guys like fought or whatever.
Yeah.
Where did that stem from? Like, what was going on?
No, it was just a situation where he went on Vlad because we had a altercation, obviously, but it was all dealt with and it was all processed to where like we leave it alone.
Internal.
Yeah, we don't have to speak about it.
Okay.
He went on Vlad and he had words to say about it. I understand that he didn't call my name, but you got to understand, like, people that know me still saw the interview. You feel where I'm coming from? So, and then on top of that, you spreading misinformation. Like, if me and you get into a fight, right? Let's say it get messy, something go wrong, something embarrassing happen for either me or you, right? We keep it amongst ourselves. Let's say the embarrassing thing happened to me, and we like you agree, like you could be a fuck nigga, you could go and tell everybody what I did, but you hold it down, you stay solid. But I decide to take my actions and put them on you and make you look like a bitch. You feel me? I don't like arguing. I don't like beefing. I'm not a street nigga. I don't have that persona. I don't throw that out there. I'd rap about fighting. I'd rap about my love of guns because I'm a proud gun owner. You feel me? But other than that, I'm not a demon. I'm not on that. That's the image you portray. So I don't have a problem ignoring all of that shit, but when you try to fuck up my you know, fuck up my face, especially within my personal circle. Fuck what the rest of the world think about me, but within my personal circle, and you try to tell niggas that, you feel me, I was doing this or doing that, now I gotta prove you wrong. And the thing about it is, like, nigga, the fucking police now, they have cameras on them, nigga. Yeah. Like, the fuck, why is you doing that? Like, the police have cameras on them. I just had to go on the fucking Boca Raton website, pay $31 for the information, type in the data, the information.
That's how 1090 Jake be getting them done.
Yes, nigga. That's it was that simple, and boom, there you go on the fucking camera telling the police, you better come get this, man. Hold on, officer, I'm gonna tell you everything in a second. You feel me? You the gangster, I'm not.
All right, so I ain't the smartest guy, and I don't know what happened, but safe to say you put the beats down.
Yes, okay. But at the end of the day too, like, no, I'm a real nigga too. I also got jumped before I put the beats down. You feel me? It was just a situation where it was multiple people, and then the police drove through the parking lot. The people that was with him left him, and then it was just me and him. And at that point, that's when the real shit came out, and then niggas is running to the police, waving them down. Talking about, you better come get this, man. Like, the fuck?
So clearly that situation is what it is, and there hasn't been like any type of reconciliation with. No. That's no.
Okay. I'd reconcile with anybody that we had issues with, other than, because at the end of the day, fam, that's just like, I don't like that. It's just a different type of manipulation, a different level of like, it's a different level of like snakery. You feel where I'm coming from? To just outright lie like that, like without even thinking about doing your research. Like, maybe a camera was watching me. Maybe I shouldn't lie. Like, that's just, it take a different level, bro. That's the type of person that could literally, like, how I'm looking at you right now, and like just extend my arm and stab you in the back without you even noticing. Like, that's just a different level. I can't trust that.
Another part of that interview also included Tankhead.
Yeah.
Of course, he's in this situation right now, but was there a relationship before he went to jail, or what was that dynamic like?
Always had and will always have love for Tank. You feel me? At the end of the day, I don't have communication with him now, and with the situation that he in, I know if I was in jail and I spoke to a nigga in a couple years, it'd be fucking but regardless of the situation, you feel me? I'll always have respect for bro. At the end of the day, though, it's like, you align yourself with certain entities that I just can't get involved with. You feel me? Because I done seen way too much. So I gotta think for me. So at the end of the day, like, I was upset with bro. To be real with you, like, let me tell you the real reason that whole situation happened, fam. And like I said, people could watch it, they could take my words with a grain of salt, because I understand you don't trust everything you see. But I'm just speaking my truth. You feel me? Like, Tank, I got arrested like way before that situation. And I put up like a couple $100 with the rest of the money that a bunch of other people put up. I'm not going to say I put up all the money. I put up like a portion of it to help him get out. But at the time when I put up the bread for bro to help him get out, me and him wasn't on talking terms. Okay. You feel me? So Roach approached me on some like, damn, fam, you could make things right with bro, but you're not trying to talk to me? Like, that's your dog, you feel me? Like, I put up the bread because I don't want him in there. That don't mean that I was ready to squash shit and make shit right with him. I just didn't want him in there. You feel me? When he got out, he was like, thank you, King. I DM'd him back. I was like, no pressure. That was the end of that. No making up, no nothing. But even if I did make up with bro, why are you mad that I made it, like, me and bro, like, I known him before you. You feel me? So that literally, that was weird to me. Like, how is a man going to get mad at another man for being cool with, like, that shit gay, bro. Like, the fuck is wrong? Like, no, for real, seriously, bro. Like, you jealous because I'm cool with your dog? Like, even if me and bro wasn't cool, you jealous that I'm cool enough with your dog to put money on his books or to bail him out, even if me and him not talking to each other? That's brotherhood, bro. Sometimes we not going to talk to each other, but I just met you this year, nigga.
You shouldn't even feel that way. Like, you shouldn't. Yeah.
There's no entitlement.
Why you feel so entitled to my friendship? I just met you this year, nigga. So you tell a nigga some shit like that, then they get in their feelings, and it's like, and it's funny how it start off from something so sensitive, like, we men, bro. A nigga don't want to fuck with you, fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? But that's literally how petty it was. That's what it started over. Gotcha. That I put money to help a nigga get out of jail because when I wasn't fucking with him. And you felt some type of way because you feel like I made up with bro, but I didn't make up with you. Like, what are you, my bitch?
What
That
about
shit is
me?
weird, bro.
Got you. Okay. Now, what is your current status or relationship with Kid Trunks?
I hit him up from time to time to see how he doing. I really just, more than anything, I just care about his health and his mental state of being. If he could, I see he been doing a lot of streaming, and if he could blow up off of that, I'd be proud of him. But if he never gets fame and attention again, either way, I love him the same. I'm proud of him the same. I want him to be okay mentally, and I want him to be healthy. That's it.
I seen the live that you did after his whole hospital situation and things of that nature.
Yeah.
It seems like you got like a real big brother, little brother relationship with him. Is that like?
Definitely that. And there's also a level of guilt too, because Trunks was like a child running with members
15,
on 13, 14. Like I was like go home, like go to school. Where are your parents at? You feel me? And the thing about it is Trunks was putting me on this shit like he was an adult, to the point where sometimes you forget like this is a kid, bro. So I'll always have a level of guilt for and I'll always feel like obligated in some type of way, because he was a kid around us, bro, and he was going crazy. And I can't say like I could have stopped him, because Trunks always had he got a reach that the rest of us didn't have. So the rest of us could be like, hey, Trunks, don't do that. He's just going to go to his little famous friends and they're going to do it with him. So it was no stopping it. But he was a child star, and I know it wasn't at the biggest level, but it fucked him up in the head, bro. And it stunted his growth in a way that the people around him, we're going to always feel like a sense of responsibility no matter what he do, because he need that. He needs somebody. But I've kind of been separating myself from him, like, not as a friend, but just more so less like he need better influences around him. You feel me? And he went out looking for that. I don't know what it's like right now, but I know that he went out looking for that. So I wanted him to be on that journey. I didn't want to interrupt, so I just hit him up to see how he doing. And that's about it.
Now, as presently constructed today, is members only? Is it still a functioning part of members only that is still you could name as a group?
Members only will always be a thing. See,
yeah. DJ Vlad called you guys a legendary group.
Vlad said that?
Yeah, when in the interview that
with Tank?
He said members only was a legendary group.
Damn. That's crazy.
So like as today is it, you know.
Hey, respect, Vlad. Sorry for cursing you out. Nah, cause I was like, nigga, how the fuck you gonna interview them niggas? You not trying to get my side of the story? You gonna let niggas talk crazy about me, nigga? What's wrong with you, nigga? Nah, but either way though, like, Members Only is a rap group, and the fans will always see it as that. So I'll always respect that. But more than anything, Members Only is a group of friends. You see where I'm coming from? So Members Only will exist with or without rap. I still make money with my brothers. Like, I still fuck with my brothers to this day. Like, a lot of the, and that's how I feel too. Honestly, I don't care who feel no type of way, but I feel like the people who was in it for the brotherhood still here, and the people who was in it for the music, which is nothing wrong with that either. If you came
Sometimes
in because
a music thing.
Yeah, because everybody had good intentions. Everybody wanted to take care of their family. Everybody wanted to put their mother in a better position. So I'm not about to hate on a nigga because he was a part of us for the music aspect of it. That's what we was, a music group. But the brotherhood, in my opinion, was always more important than the music group. That's why I never fired my manager and hired some cracker at the agency that or some nigga at the label like, hey man, you know I could do a better job. Like, I understand, like, the opportunities was there, and a lot of the opportunities, like, some of us passed on because we wasn't trying to intertwine with the industry too much. You feel me? Jose did it by himself. He didn't need nobody. And I'm not going to say like the rest of us felt like we could, but to this day I still survive without doing that. You know what I mean? I have my relationship with certain industry factors, and that's about it. But I don't try to get too deep involved because I understand, like, everybody just trying to take or use and abuse. That's all they really trying to do.
As far as artists who were rappers or into music, could you name the actual members of Members Only, artist wise? Because you said like there were people that were his friends,
Yeah,
and then there was people that was like members only.
yeah. I feel like I'd be here all day, but yeah, I feel like I'd be here all day.
So okay, so
because I could name the ones that everybody know for certain, but then there's a lot of that people probably.
all right, so I could throw out names and
Yeah,
like Wi-Fi
yeah, he was members.
members only.
Yeah, he was definitely members for the original.
Okay,
You feel me? But he was more or less one of Jose friends that
Okay.
Jose bought in. You feel me? You got to understand. Wi-Fi was already like a legendary figure
coming
in
up,
hip hop
yeah.
before Members Only. You see where I'm coming from? So he kind of like swooped in, and Jose saw the potential there, and he just agreed to be a part of it to help elevate us more so anything, because he already had his platform going. But yeah, he definitely was members for a certain point.
now a lot of people associate Little Pump with
Nah, he
that
was-
time. No,
Why you gotta say fuck? I fuck with Pump. Nah,
But no.
he wasn't members. No.
no. Craig Zen,
Yes,
members only.
definitely members only. But he was one of the, like, he was always in Houston, so he was like an entity in the chat. Like I didn't even know what he looked like until
Okay.
he came down here after Ja got out of jail. I know he was on the interview when Ja went to Cali with No Jumper, but I didn't know who he was at that
Okay.
point.
So you
I
just
didn't
seen him like
yeah, I didn't know like, oh, this the same nigga that's in the chat with us. Like I didn't really, yeah, it didn't correlate to me like that at that point. But he was always a figure there. He just wasn't around us every day type shit. He was in the chat more or less. He was in a different state.
Is there a person in members only that you feel like outside of yourself that you feel like they have had or still have so much potential to like be this huge star, but for whatever reason they just didn't get there?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I could say that about all of us, honestly. But my personally, the most slept on to me is Rob Banks.
Who?
Rob Banks.
Rob Banks. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like Rob is a star.
So
Definitely.
so Rob members only.
yeah.
Gotcha.
He was
okay.
definitely a part of members only. Yeah.
And I mean, and one can say, I mean, he got a level of a stardom too, to where it's like
Yeah.
he's respected and
Yeah. But
To this day.
But like you gotta understand, like it went from like Space Ghost Perp to Denzel Curry,
Yeah.
Rob Banks, Young Simi. Like that's how all of this even started. It would be no members only without Raider
Without
Clan.
them.
Even though our relationship with Raider Clan shaky, just in the whole sense of like hip hop and the culture, you gotta say that there would
Yeah.
be no members only without Raider Clan. There would be no South Florida underground scene without Raider Clan. So Rob was like a part of the beginning of what created all of us. You feel me? It started off with Perp, then it went to when Threats came out, that made life for us. Like we didn't have life before Threats. Deadass. If you really want to think about it, our scene, like the hood scene was always the hood scene, but our scene didn't have life before Threats. Like Space Ghost Perp definitely, but then Threats just kicked it off. Raw Banks, Simi, and Zell, they kicked it off for all of us.
as we like sit here today, is there a relationship with Ski as far as him and members only, or you?
I mean, I don't know. Possibly. I haven't spoken to him in a while, but you feel me? It ain't no issue either.
It's not an issue. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you got friends that you used to hang out with every day in high school. As you get older, like you probably see them.
Haven't
once
spoken
every
to them
couple-
in a
yeah.
little while, but it's still a certain level of love.
Yeah, definitely.
Was Ski always part of, like, after, X blew up and he was doing his thing, was Ski always part of members only, or did he kind of like branch off and, I know he has a very rare thing going on,
Yeah.
but did he kind of like leave members only?
I mean, even when Jose was alive, he, like I said, he was already doing his own thing.
Right.
You feel me? He was already selling out shows across the country. He was already making a name for himself. So like, members only was just the culture of us as a group. You feel me? As a friend group. That culture, like, yeah, but he was always independent. Like Ski was always independent, while the rest of us was like down here fucking Airbnb-ing it out and doing this and doing that. He was fucking going this way, hanging out with Lil Peep, and going this way, like creating relationships. And you feel me? He was always self-sufficient. It's just Josh say just the greatest, like one of the greatest artists of our generation. So everybody fell into like that, but he was always doing his own thing.
There's a thing recently to where people said that at the time when Biggie Smalls died,
Yeah.
that he wasn't a legend at the time of his death.
Yeah.
They said that he wasn't a legend until his Life After Death album dropped, and that catapulted him up because they felt it was too early.
Yeah.
I've also heard the argument that it was too early for X to be considered a legend because of the time that he died and he didn't get a chance to do certain things yet.
Yeah.
What is your response to people saying that they don't believe X is a legend because of his early demise?
I mean, I'd like to think, but I think like it'd be based off of numbers, right? Like it'd be based off of numbers.
He's up there with just about anybody.
Yeah, it's just based off of numbers. Like he's a legend. You can't say nothing about that. Like the numbers speak for itself. For me, at the end of the day, we was just talking about LeBron. You might not like LeBron, whoever might not like LeBron, but who scored more points than bro?
Nobody.
It is what it is.
It's okay, bro. It's all right, bro. I'm gonna get Zolly for you, better relax. But
And if you up in that top 10, you a legend too. So that's how it works. Numbers don't lie.
for sure.
Yeah, if anything, is more legendary that he did it in such a short time.
Yeah.
You're right, exactly. Where based off his trajectory, because you know him personally, where would he have been right now if he would have kept going down that same trajectory?
Definitely doing celebrity MMA fights. Definitely. Would have
He'll be in there with Jake Paul there, mixing it up.
Man,
Like,
whooping everybody. Definitely that, because he trained professionally. Like that was his thing. Like fighting was his thing. I feel like he'd be running like I feel like he'd be going crazy with the new rage scene. What's it called? Like the opium type sound, like that's going on right now. I feel like he would have been running that shit right now. You know. I don't know. Definitely, like he already had offers to model for like big designers and shit. He was just on house arrest, so traveling to different countries was
become
out.
more of like a cultural icon
Yeah,
type of thing.
but he had like shit set up in France. Niggas want him to come out there, walk the runway, shit like that, you know?
Oh, like back then.
Yeah. He just couldn't go. He was always on house arrest.
Right. Couldn't move around.
Recently, they did the Bob Marley movie. I don't know if you got a chance to see it yet, but it didn't go like step by step into like his music career and life. It kind of just like really represented like his message and what he was about.
Yeah.
If there was to be a movie about X, I know they did a documentary, but an actual movie,
Yeah.
how would you want that movie to play out? Like, would you want it to like really go into depth of everything that he was going through in that time, or would you kind of want it to, you know, be about what he represented and, you know, how he was personality wise instead of more about his history?
I don't know. I never really put thought into it. I mean, I know there'll probably be a movie at some point, but I don't know. I feel like that would probably be like so far ahead in the future. Unless they just trying to milk it, but I feel like that would just be like so far ahead in the future. It should be. That shouldn't be for our generation. There's too much biasness in our generation. Like, everybody have their downfalls. Everybody have their parts of their personality that you might not like. I think it takes another generation to fully appreciate and let certain things, you feel me? That's just how it is. Like, to either realize certain things and get upset about it, or to realize certain things and let certain things go. Like, it takes like biasness both ways. It need to be gone before some shit like that could really happen. So I ain't never really thought about it. Like, you need us to be old and far away from the situation to where everybody, or even down to us, you want the story from the people that was involved. Right now, everybody's still young. Everybody still got potential. So it'll be a lot of capping. Because that's all that's been going on since he died. It's just a lot of people capping, making their relationship with him seem like it was bigger than what it was. So everybody's going to tell the story in a way to where they benefit the most. Like, we have to be old and out of there and ready to tell the truth.
Okay.
That's the only way. Like, everybody has to be ready to tell the truth, no matter how gritty, how dirty it sound, no matter how much people might not like it, no matter it might hurt or offend. The truth got to be told if you want to make a movie about, bro. And right now, we all still too young and too involved in everything to, I feel like, for the truth to come out. There'll be too much fucking capping. So that shit just, so I guess that answered your question. I'd want it to be the raw, dirty truth. I wanted to be everything.
Okay.
Everything that happened. Yeah. And why?
Where does bass move on? Like in 2024, what are you trying to do to? Are you trying to get back out here? And what is the plan to? Because I see you dropping some performance videos. You seem to be gearing up for something. Is there a plan, or are you just like really inspired right now? Like, what's going on?
I'm inspired. I mean, there's always a plan. You feel me? Whether they work out or not, I don't really give a fuck. I love making music so much. Well, that's basically it. I just love making music, and I'll share it. No, regardless of who watching, I loved it. Like, I'll share it. You feel me? But I make music as much as I can, and that's really what it's all about for me. Just staying in touch with, you feel me, that energy that got me here to begin with. That's really why I still do it. Because I remember when I used to say shit like, damn, I wish I just had a studio. Feel me? I used to be like walking miles just to go over to my friend's house to record. Like, I remember all of that shit. So now that I have everything at my disposal, like, I can't sit here and worry about like, well, is the right amount of people watching, or is no, nigga, you got everything you always the fuck wanted. Do what you was meant to do. And that's just what I do. So I don't really care about getting back out there or people. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. Like, I'm a hustler. I always find a way to survive. I've been surviving before music, and I'll survive after music. You feel me? And I'll always find a way. But I'll always make it, though, because I just love doing it.
There was a few times you told the story of, like, back in the days, like, when you guys were all, like, sleeping on floors, like, had no money, had to do certain things to get money. Those times, does that, like, still inspire you now when you, like, when you do the things that you do? Or, like, could you kind of, like, speak on that?
You got to understand, I moved over to this country when I was 18, and after I didn't have that dorm room to stay in no more, I was homeless. And I was homeless in this country for, like, 6 years.
Wow.
I literally was homeless in this country. If me and my girlfriend was arguing, fam, I had to sleep on the fucking bus stop or in the car, nigga. You feel me? I wasn't even allowed in the house. I was sneaking in the house through her window for like 6 years. Her mom, I'll always love her mom, fam, because it was her dad that didn't really want me there, but he used to travel a lot. Her mom was like, the bathroom was right next to the front door. Her mom would see me go into the bathroom, but just look straight and act like she didn't see me, knowing a nigga in her house. You feel me? Because she knew my situation. To this day, I still drive past bus stops that I used to sleep at, just to remind myself, like, I used to sleep at that bus stop. I used to take this route to work. I used to catch this bus right on University, all the bus stops, all the fucking bus routes, everything. So it inspired me to, not just for music, it inspired me to survive, stay alive. Because I see, like, I still feel my spirit, like, mad as fuck, homeless as shit, just walking around, literally probably looking like a fucking baser to the people driving their cars past me. You feel me? Like, having mental breakdowns and all, tripping the fuck out. Like all on University, all on Commercial, looking crazy. Like, I drive past all of them spots in my fucking Hemi with the engine and the fucking music and the Alpine speakers blasting loud as fuck, just looking at it like, damn, like, I still see my spirit walking the street, lost and upset, wondering what the fuck was going to happen. You feel me? So, yeah.
At any point during that time, did you think about going back to Bahamas?
Never. There was no future for me there. In the Bahamas, if you don't get into college in the Bahamas, and like, it's different. Like, America, they kind of encourage you to go to college. In the Bahamas, it's like, nigga, you gotta have above a 3 something or you paying. If you don't have that money, nigga, you pumping gas at the gas station. You working at a hotel somewhere. Not to talk down on those jobs.
But that's reality.
Yeah, or you doing construction. And I didn't see that. Those were my options. You feel me? Other people have other options, but my options was basically like, either going to pump gas at a gas station, work in tourism, or work construction. And I wasn't trying to do none of them things. Can't even really sell dope like that back there. It's like, you feel me? You got to really be on some shit. Like, over here, you could sell a little weed and still be like a good person, you know? Like you can't do that,
Back
man.
then,
You can't do that in the islands, well.
Yeah.
Like everything dirty, everything right there ain't no place to go. It's an island. We surrounded by water, nigga. If a nigga wants you dead, you're dead. That's it. It ain't no way out. That's how the island work. You can't leave. You feel me? I could go years without seeing my ops over here. I could go years without seeing niggas I don't fuck with in this city. You can't do that in the Bahamas. A nigga wants you dead, you gone. Or you gotta kill. It ain't no other way.
Those times that you experienced like on tour and like you said, seeing the different women and things like that, would you want to have those type of experiences again, or are you to the point to where been there, done that, I'm cool off of it?
Completely past that. Done. Like, cause that shit was also risky. You feel me? Like, risky as hell. I don't like feel like I done fucked a bitch in every state in America. Whoa.
All right, what state got the best pussy? Man? What state got the best pussy?
Since you gonna make that claim,
Since you gonna bring it up. What state got the best pussy, man? Talk to me.
Damn, it's crazy. It's crazy, but for me,
he gonna say like Utah, some shit like that.
Nigga say,
out the way.
North Dakota.
Where did I get the best pussy? What state I got the best pussy? Nigga said Minnesota. No, I didn't get no pussy in Minnesota. Oh no, I did.
Yeah.
I did. That fucking haunted house looking shit. That bitch that threw that temper tantrum. Nah. New York? Should I say New York? I can't lie, cause like the little shit I met up there, I'm still fucking with her.
Tell me you messing around with a Bronx bitch.
Nah, she was. Let me not say New York. She really from Jersey for real.
Okay.
Nah, but I don't know, man. Cali, Texas. Oh God, Texas.
Yeah,
Anywhere.
Texas.
Yeah, come on.
Just anywhere in Texas. Fucking
It don't even
Houston,
matter. It don't
Dallas.
even matter.
Fucking, I found
Dallas,
some
Katy,
shit in
Texas.
San Antonio. Yeah.
San Antonio. Charles Barkley said there's some big old women.
Big old women in San Antonio.
They got them big old women.
No, but Dallas, definitely Dallas, Houston, yeah. Motherfucking Cali, that was my Boston bitch. I flew to Cali, Boston,
I heard
Atlanta.
about the Cape Verdeans in Boston. I heard about it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Man.
But that being said, even
Shout
though
out
you
to
got
Houston,
that,
man.
even though you got that
Shout
smile
out
on
to
your
Houston.
face, you done those days in the past. You don't want to relive those days.
I'm not trying. I don't know.
Even if you got a chance to listen to a final lap tour, let's just spin the block. Let's just guys, let's get on the road and let's just go back on tour.
I can't guarantee I'd be. You feel me? But I'm way more mature than I was back then, so I'm
All right,
not.
so you won't fuck in every state. All right, you'll pick by a good 12 states.
Probably like 12.
Yeah.
It's all about the growth. It's all about
All about the growth. Yeah, I don't need everything everywhere nowadays.
Shit. Nigga, we was in goddamn, London too. Shit. Yes.
Oh, you don't
like that?
You don't run across the pond?
Man, the shit that I got in London, man, I still miss that bitch, bro. She had some crazy teeth, but the rest of her was,
That's wild.
the rest of her though? Hell yeah.
London.
Oh no, we went to Europe too. Europe was different because like with the European part of the tour, we made no money, $0. You feel me? But the experience was worth it. You feel me? So
And then I'm sure the fan base that you guys were able to get from that.
yeah, type shit.
Yeah.
I feel like if you already fuck with members only, you already fucked with us, bro. Like we wasn't like bringing new people to the table. I don't think we was.
Okay.
Like we just had a cult following. You feel me? And to this day, we still kind of have like a cult following.
Does it make you mad when you see people, or it gives a perception that people are trying to use X name to try to create a buzz for themselves? Like in 2024, like does it?
At this point, it doesn't. It did closer to his death, because closer to his death, a lot of people that I know for a fact they rejected him in his life, they went to straight love mode. But now that the time's passed, you got to look at it like almost as a Tupac, like a Biggie. You feel me? Like I used to feel some type of way about it, but then I understand like, shit, if I met one of Tupac friends, bitch, I'd have all the fucking questions in the world about, bro. You feel me? So you got to let go of that selfishness, because that was my friend, but he was also a public figure.
Yeah.
So
So they're kind of living through you.
yeah, so I'm already
Like I done heard niggas say the craziest shit that he alive somewhere, and like that shit hurt because I stood there and I saw the coffin. I saw him in the coffin and I stared at him for a long time. You feel me? But I understand the conspiracies, that everything is necessary. It's a part of
His name is
culture.
immortal.
Yeah. It's just a part of it.
What was that moment when you found out that the demise happened?
I just woke up. My girlfriend at the time, she woke me up out of my sleep and told me that he got shot. And I remember looking at her and I was just like, man, shut up. And I went back to sleep.
Couldn't even believe it.
I don't know why I didn't register, but she was like, he got shot. And I was just like, shut the fuck up. And I went back to sleep. And then she woke me up again, I don't know how much longer. And she was like, no, you got to go to the hospital. He's dead. And I was like, what? Nah. No, I don't think she said that. I found that out while I was driving there and I was scrolling. Like I was literally driving and I was scrolling on Twitter to see what the fuck was going on, and I saw the video. Like I seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to the hospital and I like literally as soon as I walked through the door, I seen his mom came out crying and I was like, oh, all right. That was it.
Before we end off, I have to say this. I remember where I was when Michael Jackson died.
Yep.
Me too.
I remember where I was when I found out Kobe died.
Yep.
Shit.
And I remember where I was when I found out X died.
The time, the date.
I can vividly remember the day and X that he meant that much. Like it was one of those things. Like
Yeah.
vividly remember. And those are three iconic like that just shows his impact. So
Definitely that.
Bass bro, I appreciate you for coming. I know you don't really do too much of these.
Hey yo.
And oh, pause.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta hit the Cam and Mace. Gotta hit the Cam and Mace. Pause.
For showing up.
Appreciate you for showing up. For appearing. For making an appearance. For sure. And it was dope chopping it up with you. And anytime you deciding maybe you're gonna put together a project you want to come through, we can run it back, talk about more for sure. We can do that.
No, I'm definitely putting together a project right now.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I found a new little, because I love making music so much, I like to experiment with sounds, but I found a new little sound that I fuck with. You feel me? Some shit that I'm about to push. And yeah, I think it's called Nobody Even Likes You. That's what I'm about to name the project.
For sure.
Yeah, so.
We'll be tuned in waiting for that. Hope don't make us wait too long now.
No, it won't be too long.
Yeah. For sure. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Make sure you tap in and follow everything that Bass has got going on. It's Kyle the Kid, Mega the Boy, Vibe with your boys.
I don't give a fuck.
Nah, follow. Tap in. We out.
You did.
Sir.